Hello, welcome to the Comic Bros Authority podcast. My name is Andre, and with me today is the fabulous. No, I need to find a right word for this.
The invisible fifth member of Fantastic Four, but
They
loud.
You'll be Invisible Woman,
but
but
you'll
loud.
hear me.
You're like, oh, where's that noise coming from?
It's these cheeks.
Everybody, this is Jackie.
It's me.
Oh my God, you dummy.
Okay, well, I think that's a spoiler alert about what we're talking about today.
Oh yeah, definitely. So before we begin, how are you?
It's always a pleasure to be here.
Of course.
Yes. So, how are you?
Oh my God, I am so tired.
I feel you. And you would think that this would be like something else that feels like, I don't know, maybe it's a chore to some people, but this is actually like something that helps me like stay sane with everything that's going on.
Oh yeah. It gives me some help with
like dealing with it.
Yeah, because I'm just like, every week I get to do this. This is fun. This is fine.
This is fine. It's fine.
While the world's burning around me.
I mean, that's showbiz, baby.
All right. So welcome back to the pod. As you may have guessed earlier, we are going to be talking about the Fantastic Four.
We kind of got bullied into doing this a week early by your evil twin brother.
Screw that guy.
But, it was a fun read.
So we decided to talk about Fantastic Four, the Volume 2 from 1997. We are going to be talking about issues 60 through 66, which is the beginning of Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo's run on the title, which lasts for about 30 issues, but we're only going to be talking about the first 6 or 7.
After reading this, it's making me want to read more from him.
Dude. Oh my God. So I'm so glad you said that because I've been wanting you to get into Fantastic Four like this.
I mean, it's not like I wasn't into Fantastic Four, but I felt like everything I read, they were there in passing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's not like I have anything against them. So it's just, now I'm finally doing it. Sometimes you literally just have to bite the bullet and you just start somewhere.
Yeah.
I think people just get intimidated. Melinda is one of them. I know she's read a couple comics, but it gets overwhelming, when you jump into it, because it's not like you start, it's not the Harry Potter series where you start from the beginning,
Yeah, exactly.
You've said it best before. You just kind of pick a character or characters and you just have fun with it.
Yeah. So. And I know that in our book club, we talk about, just our favorite writers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I know that, take Melinda, for instance, she really digs Ed Brubaker as a writer.
And you know what? I have Marvel comics by him that I should bring to her because, he's just a cross genre,
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you could just go ahead and follow a writer like that.
Yeah.
So you could just basically jump into Ed Brubaker's Marvel work, which he wrote Captain America and the X-Men, mainly Captain America because that was his baby.
Yeah. And I think I know what I'm going to bring her. I'm going to bring her the Marvels Project.
Oh.
But yeah, I thought that would be a good jumping off point to get Melinda into reading Marvels.
Mm-hmm.
Our girl loves some Ed Brubaker. So,
she sure does.
Yeah, so we're going to just respectfully force it on her. We're gonna make her love it. So Melinda, this is a threat, a promise, and a warning all into one.
You heard it here first, folks.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, the Jackie administration just threatened Melinda.
Oh my god, Judge Jackie is on the case.
All right, so I decided to choose this story specifically because it's so easy to just get into. This is Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo on Fantastic Four, issue 60 through 66. It's about 7 issues as their introductory story arc, where they go ahead and they introduce readers to this new era of the Fantastic Four. You're feeling, what made this book so special for all those years.
It's kind of like cleansing the palate in a way, which is something we touched on last week too about like Superman.
Yeah.
It's like a cleansing of the palate, especially if you were like, regularly following Marvel at that time, cleansing the palette, but also like for new readers too, you know, where
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes it could be tricky to do that and make, you know, make it work. And I know I didn't read this in Lifetime, but it worked for me as somebody who, this is my first time reading just a Fantastic Four comic. And
Mm-hmm.
you have a gift, you know how to pick them for people who.
Yeah, no, I wear this crown heavy.
It's
I
his
put-
side duck crown. It's a hat. You know, it's a good storytelling when you want more from the writer and from the characters. So
Mhm.
I can't wait to read more. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is such a great introductory because the way Mark Waid frames this first issue of the book, it's an ad agency asking, how do you market the Fantastic Four? And it asks those questions like, who are the Fantastic Four? And it goes into explaining, you know, how they are scientists, they're Imaginauts, you know, wink, wink, title of the story arc.
Take a drink.
Yeah.
Which I think is a clever name, by the way. When I saw the title, I'm like, imagine. Like my brain couldn't wrap
Yeah.
it around. I'm like, Imaginauts? Am I saying that right? But
Oh, you are, girl. Don't worry.
gotta say it with confidence, even if it's wrong. I like how just in the beginning, like from the very first issue, like, you know, the ad agency, well, the guy leading the meeting and even everybody else in the meeting, like it's a very dark contrast,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it just kind of like, in a way, you kind of don't know their intentions. But, you know, when it comes to this sort of stuff, you're going to want to try to find a way to make a profit or, you know, bring attention to yourself, even if they have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
It's all about me, folks.
What this book does is it really challenges the characters. And I believe Mark Waid goes ahead and he moves them forward while he uses those like archetypes, just like, you know, Johnny being the younger brother, the goofball.
Like that doesn't have his priorities straight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have Sue, the mother, the one who keeps it all in place. You have Reed, who can't really like read between the lines.
And he's dealing with a lot of guilt.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And they play a lot on that, especially with his friendship with the Thing, Ben.
Yeah, exactly. Because not to compare, but he kind of probably got it worse. Not worse. He had a hard go.
Yeah.
You know, but I do like how it does showcase like everybody's like individual struggles, but also like struggles as a family. So,
which is a very important aspect if you're trying to write a book about the first family.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that was done.
Yeah.
Each character kind of felt like, I feel like we've all been in their shoes one way or another, you know. Relatable. Take a drink.
When I first read this run, I think it was around the time right before Josh Trank's Fan Four Stick came out.
Fan Four Stick.
Yeah.
Who could forget? Probably everybody.
A mess of a movie, yes. But I read this right before that movie came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did you read it like it to try to maybe prepare for it, or just,
no,
just by chance?
And they didn't really take anything from this run.
Yeah.
They were taking things from like the Ultimate comic. But when I read this and you had this whole like ad agency frame device, the storytelling device, I was like, oh, wow, this is perfect. This is how they should be doing Fantastic Four. They should definitely take inspiration from this one right here because it asks those important questions.
And it gets into very important feelings.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Like the poor guy who works at the PR agency. He's like, I handle rock stars. Because he knew this wasn't going to be like, you know, a walk in the park.
Yeah, exactly. And this first issue just goes through like every day of the week of this guy getting to know who the Fantastic Four are.
Being quote unquote rock stars, you know?
Yeah.
He probably, you know, got like an awakening that they deal with some shit.
Yeah, they do.
He's like, this is one fucking dysfunctional family.
Oh, definitely. And I think this is like so wonderful. This is a great comeback for the Fantastic Four as a family because their comic book wasn't really doing that well, especially in the 90s. Well, no one was doing well in the 90s.
Yeah, no, we were totally spoiled. I mean,
we were.
I loved it, but like, yeah, I know we've talked about before how the 90s, like comics in general, you said we're having a rough go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The comic industry kind of exploded in on itself, and
Mm.
Marvel went bankrupt.
You either, what is it? You die a hero. You
Are you
live
serious?
long enough to become the villain. If I had read this in real time, I would have basically felt the same way, kind of like, wow, they made their comeback, you know?
What does everyone say whenever the MCU project is good? Oh, we are so back.
We're so back, guys. Oh my God. And let's hope we can say the same about Friday.
I know, right? One of my favorite things about the first issue is the end when Reed is talking to Valeria, his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's basically retelling the origin, but from his guilty perspective of how he didn't, check everything. He did everything the wrong way, and it hurt his family, the people that he loved the most.
He thought maybe by turning them into celebrities, he could be forgiven.
Mhm.
But maybe, you know what I took from that statement? It was more of maybe he could forgive himself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I know the family probably like has gripe against him, but I think, we see a lot of his own guilt coming out there,
Yeah.
So he was doing what he thought was going to be best. And you can just feel the emotion in that scene as he's talking to his daughter who has no idea what he's saying, but is just happy that daddy's there,
Yeah. You'll like Valeria as a character if you keep going on with the Fantastic Four book.
Oh, I most definitely will. So.
Yeah, then you'll grow to like Valeria as a character. She really comes into her own.
Spoiler alert. Okay, I can't wait.
I know she's just a baby here, but she comes into her own.
It's so funny. I've been reading comics for 10 years, and that shows you how there's just so many, so obvious statement. There's so many stories that, like, the fact this is my first, like, Fantastic Four run comes to show you how much shit there is to read.
How much shit you still gotta read.
Yeah, how much shit you still gotta read. Even as somebody who's been reading for 10 years, like, it still can feel intimidating. So that's why I always tell people, I'm like, just jump into it. Have fun.
Yeah.
As you've been reading, obviously, since you were, like, a kid. And pretty sure you're always learning something new.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
all the time.
If you're not learning anything new, you're kind of doing it wrong, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think at this point, Reed does feel guilty, but I don't think any of the other four really make him feel bad about it.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning about, like, he's like, maybe he could be forgiven for taking away their normal lives.
Yeah.
I took that as, like, you mean, like, you're trying to forgive yourself at this point, because I didn't get that from this issue either.
I think they've all come to terms with it,
Yeah, try to make
especially
do.
Ben.
Yeah, they try to make do with it. I mean,
by the way, I'm going to be on a first name basis with all the characters.
Oh, that's fine.
Reed, Sue, Johnny, Ben.
Oh my God, you're like this with them, aren't you?
We have luncheons together.
Can you invite me to the family barbecue, to the carne asada?
They're white.
Can you invite me to the pot roast?
Can you invite me to the macaroni salad?
I love macaroni salad, so please invite me. But no, you are right. Like, they're not projecting on him anymore. But that goes to show you, like, even when we've made mistakes, I feel like it's harder for us to forgive ourselves.
Yes.
Like, the other person, we're lucky they forgive us, but we still have a lot of, like, I can't believe I did that, and so we have to come to terms with it, So from that first issue, it was off to a great start. I was like, man, just tug at my heartstrings already.
Yeah. So in the second issue, which is mainly, I think it's mainly focused on Johnny and Ben and the shenanigans that Johnny pulls.
They're basically their brother duo.
Yeah, they're brothers.
They're brothers, and all of my brothers are, like, older, but, like, me and my sisters, we would drive each other crazy.
Yeah.
Like, hella crazy, because we were close in age, and I'm pretty sure you, obviously, as a twin, you guys were probably...
Oh, we're nightmares.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen two girls fighting? Two sisters fighting? It's crazy.
I fought with my sister.
Oh, I said two girls. Let me not assume. Sorry.
The point still stands.
Oh my God, but Johnny is such a little shit.
Right?
He's such a little shit. And oh my goodness.
Yeah, he gets on my nerves.
Oh, for sure. And it's just like, dude, leave Ben alone. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus. It does show, like, how immature he is, and how Sue is rightfully so concerned. I'm the baby. I'm the youngest. But, like, I know my sister, poor girl, like, she's had to be the second mom many times, and she's had to be like, what are you doing with your life? I'm like, oh. I'm just here, but you can feel the worry that Sue has for him, and of course him of all people, he gets the most chaotic power.
I know, fire. Yeah, so Johnny plays a prank on Ben. It goes pretty awry because of Ben's reaction to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a pie in the face, which is very Looney Tunes.
Very pun intended. But talking about setting a fire under somebody's ass, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, so this sets off Sue to want Johnny to grow up after dealing with this whole situation with Ben. She sets Johnny up with a job running Fantastic Four Incorporated, which helps with all the patents that Reed creates, which is about like 15 a week.
That's a hell of a way to like make somebody grow up. Like your CEO.
Yeah.
Like, geez, like give me that job.
I know, please.
You know, like I mean, I get what she was trying to do, but
Couldn't
like
catch me at a Coldplay concert though.
I would just be better at hiding it. I'm just kidding. Well, first of all, you wouldn't catch me at a Coldplay concert.
Or you would catch me, definitely.
Would you? You know what? I don't have
Yeah.
anything against Coldplay. I just can't. I can't name one song. Okay, Paradise. Just kidding.
Okay, that's
Okay,
it.
yeah, just Paradise and okay, Heaven. But that's with Avicii. That's Avicii. So
Okay.
that's neither here or there. But I get what she was trying to do. But I don't know, girl. Running your whole company?
Yeah,
Why not be the secretary?
exactly. Why are you going to give him so much responsibility? Just give him an inch and see if it works.
You know, she didn't even give him an inch. She said, "Take the whole
Yeah,
mile."
please. And I was like, Sue, what are you doing? You're supposed to be the smart one.
No. You know what's funny though? Like it's clobberin time. I feel like I always heard that even when I was like Fantastic Four wasn't involved.
Yeah.
It's been one of those lines that it's been engraved in my head.
Yeah.
Like forever, you know? So even if I never like really read it or, you know, if I wasn't always watching the movies, everybody knew what the fuck it's clobberin time.
Yeah, you're the fucking thing, dude.
Yeah. You know? And Johnny's just being really chaotic by getting him upset because it's the thing goes batshit crazy.
He does. And he starts tearing up the town.
Yeah.
Trying to look for the Yancey Street gang.
When I read this on Hoopla,
Mhm.
one of them that the issues that like a side issue they recommended was like issue 56,
Mhm.
where it was he goes back to Yancey Town. Is that what it is?
Yancey Street?
Yancey Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes back there and he sees like the old pawn shop clerk and everything, and that was a really good standalone issue. Do you know which one I'm referring to?
You went back and read it?
Yeah, yeah. It was a part. It was like one of those where it was the 6 issues, and then it said it was at the end. It was that standalone one, and it was a cool little backstory.
No, because I mean, I have the hardcover here
Yeah.
that just tells the story of
Right.
them. Let's see. Does it refer to anything? I don't think in these
I
like
think
hardcover
right.
editions they don't really have editor's notes like that.
Well, it was like I think it was a Hoopla thing where it was just
really?
like, yeah. It said
Who
here.
I told you?
Well, Hoopla was the one. Yeah, it was at the end of their.
Oh,
So, folks, Andre is the one who recommended Hoopla to me. Well, Andre and Miles have been recommending it as whenever they introduce these books, comics, and yeah, this is where I read it. And at the end of it, it was a standalone, and it was nice just to kind of dig a little bit into his background and everything. And it shows how he had a hard life growing up. He kind of has I mean, he's come to terms with it, but you know, now people just see him as this thing.
yeah, this thing.
Yeah, and the fact that Johnny's just trying to set a fire under him all the time, he doesn't have the most mellowest reaction to things, you know?
He's literally like throwing cars all over the place.
Running into a fucking salon, you know? You know, so if anything, like, you know, it's Johnny being erratic, so he needed some discipline.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
This boy pisses me off sometimes.
Oh no, I just got into reading this, and I'm just like, why are you such a little shit, you know? But yeah, no, he just needed some adjustment, you know, because give Thing a break, you know, he doesn't have a beautiful blonde hair like yours.
Leave him alone. That Rocky Dome is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. But you know, at first glance, he scares a lot of people, you know. But you know, it comes to show you looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, because he's got a heart of gold.
He really does. He really does. But it's so shady that, you know, Johnny was trying to, you know, in a way use his past against him and making it seem like it was like from the Yancey Street that was like terrorizing him, you know? It's like, it's abuse.
Yeah.
That's literally abuse, Johnny. I must say, I do love this artwork. It's so visually pretty.
Oh, yeah. This is Mike Waringo. He partnered up with Mark Waid back in the day on Flash in the 90s. And then he was working, let's see, I think he did some X-Men, but mainly like his artwork is always like so bright and so cartoony.
Yes.
And that's why I love it so much. Because it really leans itself into like the cartoony aspect of the Fantastic Four, but it's also really sci-fi heavy as well.
It's not cheesy, and if it is, it works well.
Yeah.
And I like that you said like it's like sci-fi heavy because I'm getting like little hints of like Star Trek in different ways, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, especially when they're in Reed's lab and like the way the green popped out to me, I thought that was just, I'm like, you know what? This is stunning.
So the next couple issues after this are issues 3, let's see, what is it? 60, 62, 63, and 64.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 3-issue story arc about an algorithm that's in love with Reed Richards.
Talk about equations and love, you know?
I know.
Jeez, like it's just the math. I guess the math was math.
The math was mathing. It was algebra.
Algebra. Oh my.
Algebra. I don't know.
I can't even say it. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. So I like the way this issue starts off with Reed and Sue at Times Square, and they're like openly flirting with each other in public.
So cute, but it's
Right?
it looks like Sue is like hugging herself,
Mhm.
basically, you know, and it's cute. I love their dynamic.
My favorite lines of this where Sue says, "Gotta love New York. Hey, use the ultra famous Reed Richards. How's it you got such a hot wife?" And then Reed responds, "I'm told she likes the way I stretch my imagination." Fucking Reed.
Smooth.
I know.
They better make some type of pun like that in the upcoming Fantastic Four.
It takes place in the 60s. 60s people were very uptight.
You know, if Pedro Pascal is uptight, I can help him with that.
Of course you can. So it's good to see that their marriage is still like thriving and everything after so long of being written.
Mm-hmm.
And I think depending on the age of Johnny, because Johnny was like 16, 17 when he got his powers.
I was getting definitely young, like maybe 1920 vibes here too. Yeah, that's what I was getting from that.
I think the Fantastic Four have been in action for about 10 years at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to say that because Franklin he's still a kid.
Yeah, I was definitely getting, I mean, maybe, I want to say that maybe the oldest Johnny here is 21.
Yeah.
If that, but I love Sue and Richard's dynamic.
This is why I love this, because there's a lot of interpersonal relationships that are happening.
Yes.
And you get to see the dynamics in between each character, like Reed and Sue in the beginning. And then later on, you get Sue and Ben when they're in the movie theater.
Yeah, you get very different cross dynamics, which I liked. It wasn't just focused on like one person, which I know can happen sometimes when you're telling this big story, you know? But I really do like that we got to see everybody's interpersonal relationships. You know, you got to, nothing really felt like it was just being pushed to the side.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's why I really like this run so much, because those dynamics, they feel really personal. They feel real.
Yeah, and especially, you know, you start, oh my God, what's the son's name? Why am I going blank?
Franklin,
thank you. Where you see him start to feel left out.
Yeah.
And geez, can we all say that we've all felt that? Like,
yeah, definitely.
If you're not an only child, I'm sure only children have been felt left out, but it's just when he walked away from his dad and he was just sulking. It's tough. And I feel like it still happens now as an adult. It's not even something that goes away.
Yeah, I could say the same with you and your million best friends. That's it. I quit.
They all do. Fuck you. Oh man. But don't worry, baby. Me and you were everlasting.
That's right.
What does it say on the portrait over there? What does it say? On the collage, I mean, what does it say?
Oh, I'm the herpes of your life.
We're the gift that keeps on giving, baby. Oh.
So yeah, I felt really bad for Franklin in this story arc because he's feeling really overshadowed by his baby sister, Valeria.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's hard to control those feelings, you
Yeah,
know?
especially when you're a kid, you don't know how to handle these feelings. And he messes up and he accidentally creates this villain of the story arc, which is, like we mentioned, is a formula that knows everything about Reed Richards because it's from his tablet that gains sentient life.
Okay, so that kid pissed me off though. I get it.
Why?
I mean, like, I get it. You know, he was feeling left out. I mean, we're going to touch on that, but like, you ever watch it happens in scary movies. You ever watch how the kid is the reason behind some shit popping off, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, why? But it comes to show you guys, math can be evil.
It sure can. That's why I don't ever use it. I'm kidding. So when this bad guy confronts Sue and Ben in the movie theater and starts to rock their shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, rock their fucking shit. Like, it deleted one of Sue's hands. So she's handless for most of the story arc.
And then it's funny how people are so like oblivious that like this isn't 3D, folks. This isn't like IMAX. Like, you're about to get deleted.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of there, you know?
Ben's urging people to leave the theater and people are like, how do you even know? And Ben's like, I've been doing this for so long. I know when danger's happening.
Why would you fight a superhero on that too? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, but then again, like, why are you arguing when New York City is a hot spot for all this shit to happen?
It's literally a hot spot. I wouldn't even live in New York after that.
Hell no.
After the first incident, I'm like, we are going to fucking Georgia.
Exactly. We're going to Chicago.
We're getting the fuck out of here. But kind of going back just a little bit, I do like how like a Ben kicked them out of his seat, even though it literally says it's for Benjamin Grimm.
Yes.
And they're still in his seat. I've had that happen before. I'm just like, get the fuck out of my seat.
You could still reserve seats in the movie theaters, and then people are still going to take it.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw it happen at the Superman movie.
I like how snarky Ben could be.
Yeah.
I love his sass.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. The way this, what is it, AI creature comes out of the screen, it's
honestly pretty horrifying.
It's scary, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, it deleted Sue's hand. It tried to delete Ben by taking him apart and deleting his atoms, but Sue is maintaining a force field around his whole body so that he doesn't come apart.
Right, and
that's crazy because this bitch only got one hand too.
Yeah, and she was not fucking playing. But that. I love how badass she is.
Yeah.
You know,
she's the strongest member of the team.
I love that. And force field is always like a power that I wish I had. And a lot of my dreams have to do with force field, and I always get sad when I wake up because I realize it's not real. Yeah, the way she had to use her force field in the most, in a way, unconventional ways, you know, just comes to show you that, like you said, she's the strongest one on the team, you know. She really is the backbone. But that's such a perfect superpower for her because she's like the mom of the group. Like, of course she's the one protecting.
And she's a mother.
Yeah, like, of course she's the, like, you know, an actual mother and mother of the group. Of course she's the one protecting them, you know.
Yeah.
And then you hop over to the train scene and everything. And I love me a good train action sequence scene, you know?
Yeah. So I get it. They're mostly good.
They're mostly good, yeah. This creature is creepy, though. It's like a mix between like an alien, AI, mathematical.
Yeah, it's because it's from another dimension or something.
That's what they were saying. That's what they were getting at, right?
Yeah.
They're pulling from a different dimension.
Meanwhile, there's this whole subplot with Johnny working for Fantastic Four Inc. and how, I guess, two of the... I don't even know.
They're trying to con their way to a promotion.
Yeah, exactly.
But by making Johnny look dumb.
Yeah.
And I mean, mind you, we talked about him as CEO, not the best idea, but like, why would you try to contribute to somebody's downfall?
Yeah.
You know, and like they were doing it to their gain, you know? They had a whole plot going on, you know, like they're like in the back.
Yeah, sniveling little assholes because they were like, oh, you know, once we get Johnny fired, then we are going to get the promotion, which I don't see how that works.
Yeah, like what?
I don't see how. I really don't.
They probably thought because I guess their plan was to make it seem like they saved the day and, you know, Sue will believe us. They know how to like try to entice Johnny. You know, they have these beautiful women. They think they have it all figured out with how they're going to con Johnny, you know?
Yeah.
And in the background of all this, it's like, was it from his wallet that the what was it, that little mathematical creature is like slivering his way out?
Yeah, so those are the Fantastic Four communicators.
Oh, it's a communicator. It's not his
Yeah.
wallet.
No.
Gotcha. So what, they like click it when they're in trouble or something?
Basically, it's a way for them to contact each other.
I like how I didn't notice that. And I read this twice because we talk about this. We miss things the first time around, you know? It's always just fun to reread it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that little thing is just slivering.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny's like, oh shit, protect the supermodels. I like that was his first.
It's his first instinct, right?
Protect the supermodels, you know, like not protect the company. I mean, fuck capitalism, you know, but like he says, protect the supermodels. These girls he just met, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they're people too, you know?
Yeah. So what I like, you know, of course, they end up, you know, saving the day and all that stuff, yada, yada. But going back to the interpersonal relationships, this really shows Reed step up as a father.
Yeah. He went into daddy mode.
Yeah. For most of Reed's, you know, history in comics, he's kind of thought of as just that guy who's so involved in his work, he doesn't have time for his kids. But this begs to differ on that argument by showing him being an attentive father. He realizes he messes up and he quickly fixes that mistake. You know, it shows him spend time with his kids, shows him spend meaningful time with Franklin.
Well, you know, being a workaholic, all it does is get you more work. And as we see, like, you know, his work is what got them into this situation in the first place, which, you know, I do feel that him trying to balance the two, because when you think about it, his work did come to life and almost, no spoiler alert, but you know, his work did come to life, you know, so it does show him jump into daddy mode for his kids and even for the Fantastic Four. Yeah. They're all just trying to be protective of one another.
Yeah. I like how he kind of is always going, oh, there's no time for that right now. I have to go fix something.
He's a fixer.
Yeah, he really is.
Oh, and that's so funny that you said that. Like he has to fix something, because what I'm reading right now was Franklin was like, "Mommy's hand, fix it." Little did we know he was the cause behind this. Yeah. Like, no, Franklin, you fix it.
So the book ends with a two-parter. It's not drawn by Mike Wieringo. It's actually drawn by Mark Buckingham, who is a fantastic artist. I absolutely love this man so much. So during my first read through, I didn't realize that it was Mark Buckingham. Yeah, I saw that it was him, and then I was like, oh my God, I have to read these now.
You're like, I have no choice.
Yeah, I really don't, because I just love this guy and everything that he does.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, you should read a book called Fables.
Fables? Okay.
Yeah, it's a book about
fables.
Fairy tale creatures.
Fables.
Fairy tale creatures. I don't know if you ever watched that ABC show Once Upon a Time.
I did. I enjoyed it. I didn't finish it, but I enjoyed it.
Consider Once Upon a Time the ripoff of Fables.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I see it. I know people are going to be like, wait a minute, no, not exactly. Okay, yes, I get it. Whatever.
It's like, oh, would you say maybe they got inspiration from it?
Heavily.
Oh, for sure. I will read it then, because you know what? As somebody who enjoyed Once Upon a Time, like I said, didn't finish it, but I enjoyed it. I'll read Fables, and
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I will definitely be the judge of that. So are you saying that they like switched over who was doing the artwork?
Yes. I mean, drawing a comic book, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at how detailed some of these panels are, and wanting to not make sure that your comic book falls off, you know, you're going to need to take a break every now and then. That's why they're always rotating artists, unless you got someone who's a fucking machine.
You have to rest like that brain. You need a mental break, because art is mentally taxing. Not that I would know. I'm not an artist by no means.
You're a talker. You're an artist.
Is that art? I don't know. It's come so naturally. But yeah, I do need rest, because I barely get it too. but I know that it's taxing. So, I mean, as I'm looking at all the equations and everything, that's hurting my brain. Yeah. So it would make sense that in between they were just like switching it up, you know?
Yeah. So the final story arc makes that Johnny subplot a major plot point, where these finance people are trying to set Johnny up for selling a product that he's not supposed to sell, which is the unstable molecules design that Reed Richards came up with that makes their costumes adapt to their powers.
Keyword is they tried.
Yes. And when people get a hold of something they're not supposed to, things go crazy.
That's why they say no man should have all that power.
Exactly. And this just goes to show you how capitalism is bad, kids.
No. Okay.
Yeah, and watch Jurassic Park because that also says that.
The new one?
All of them.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I was like, the new one? I'm watching the new one tomorrow.
Oh, good luck.
I'm just in it for the dinosaurs, man.
I'm like, at this point, they're not even dinosaurs.
And Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, is she even Scarlett Johansson? Japan's most
She's
famous
not.
actress?
I was about to say she's not just. Damn, you took away my joke.
You got to be quicker than that, baby.
I like it how he basically said, like, you're trying to con the wrong person. You're trying to con a Connor.
Yeah. I mean, Johnny may be dumb, but he's not that dumb.
You know what? He is dumb, but he's not. He's got some wisdom.
Yeah, some.
A different type of wisdom. Maybe not like the most conventional kind.
Yeah.
But, he can be slick, basically.
I agree. I really think this whole book is a great standout to give someone who wants to get into these characters. It doesn't require a lot of previous knowledge or anything like that.
I don't think so either. I enjoyed it. And like I said, it makes me want to read more. And you get a feel for the family dynamic and you can relate to them on some type of level, Yeah. And it is emotional at times,
Yeah, definitely. I think whenever the kids are involved, I get really emotional about it.
Me too, because they're just kids,
kids.
And it's just obviously it's already hard enough being a kid, but like imagine if your parents are like world famous superheroes,
Yeah.
It's
and they don't wear masks.
Exactly, like everybody knows like who they are, and then I can imagine, this probably touches on it, but like I can imagine how Franklin must feel like your dad is the reason why they have these powers. Mm-hmm. It wasn't powers that they technically asked for. It was based off of a mistake.
Yeah.
It's hard enough being a kid, but yeah, when your parents are world-class superheroes, I feel like there's all this extra added pressure.
Yeah.
And it's just, how do you even deal with that? Because is there even therapy for that? Do they have the required training?
Yeah, right. So after reading this, like, did you have any really prior information about who the Fantastic Four was besides their origin?
No, not really. I was more of like surface level. I didn't even realize how heavy it was for a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nice getting to know them on a deeper level before the movie comes out. Because I can see why they are called, Marvel's first family.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've been rooting for them to come back to the MCU for years just because they deserve to. But It's just nice to get to know them on another level. And you're rooting for them. You're rooting for them because it feels, it feels real.
Yeah. Yeah, the family dynamics feel very real because you could definitely see yourself with a family member just like this.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, not exactly because that's like super science and like real life with physics.
Yeah, exactly. But you can put yourself in their shoes just for different circumstances,
Yeah.
I do like at the end how Sue and Johnny, they kind of mend their I don't know if I would call it a sibling rivalry, but like you can kind of see a glimmer of hope for Johnny, and Sue feels a little bit more like at ease.
Yeah.
And basically Johnny's just like, he's gonna keep at it, and he's
him.
He's trying.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we want from our family members.
Yeah.
Fucking try.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna root for them, and then honestly, when you love someone so much, if they win, it feels like you win too. And
you do want them to win, know, regardless of, there might be some strong feelings,
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day, like, I would think that you would want them to win. And that's exactly what Sue wants for Johnny. He's a little shit, but even little shits deserve to win too. Yeah. I think that's what I got from their arc.
So, do you feel better prepared going into the movie now that you've read this and you have a better understanding?
Yes, because it's nice to have it something to compare to and not just like the past movies.
Yes.
So I might even try to squeeze another one in before going to watch it, because
Okay, cool.
I've gone mad with Power with the tablet you gave me and Hoopla. But I want to try to squeeze something in just because, it just makes it that much more fun.
Yeah.
Going into a movie and you're just like, okay, let me see if this actor can convey that character that we've grown to love.
Yeah.
How are you feeling as in somebody who's read many, many years worth of Fantastic Four comics? The MCU's Fantastic Four, Fan Four Stick.
Fan Four Stick, no.
How are you? Yeah. How are you feeling?
You know what? I'm optimistic because the director has done, WandaVision, something that we both agree that we really loved. I'm going to keep my expectations low just because I haven't seen much of the cast act outside of it besides Pedro Pascal because he's literally in everything.
Oh my God, love him, but I'm afraid of the oversaturation.
Yeah, it's the Jennifer Lawrence of it. And hopefully it doesn't have to get to that.
I agree. Because I think A Little Mystery is great too.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you on the casting. I was very nervous. I was just going to be nervous in general,
Yeah.
But I think if I've learned anything from when Joker got casted as the Dark Knight, as the Joker. Wow, as Heath Ledger got casted as the Joker for the Dark Knight, I wasn't mad at it. I was just genuinely surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously when that came out,
yeah, I shut my ass up.
Look, I loved Heath Ledger ever since the 10 Things I Hate About You days. So, but it just comes to show you, you just kind of in a way wait and see. So I am curious to see how these characters will do. We're rooting for them. It's not like we want to come out of that.
Yeah, no, I want to see. The thing is that for all the films of the Fantastic Four, they have just not been good. So I just want a good Fantastic Four film. Well, there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
So that was Fantastic Four Imaginauts by Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo. You can find that in the volume, I think it's volume 2 or volume, I'm not sure, but 1997, that's when it started. But the book came out in 2002 for a little extra information. You can find it on Hoopla, as Jackie has said. This book was recently reprinted, these 7 issues, so you can go to your local comic book store or Barnes & Noble and you can find it. Or if you have the Marvel Unlimited app, go ahead and find that. You could find it on Organic Price Books, In Stock Trades, even Amazon. So yeah, go ahead and pick it up. It's a fun read. And if you like it, keep reading the rest because let me tell you, the story arc after this one is batshit insane.
Oh, you sold me, Cap.
It is batshit insane and it involves Doctor Doom, so fucking read it.
Well, you got me sold.
Good. So what's next on the docket is...
Fantastic Four review.
All right, I know. It's just Superman, Fantastic Four. It's a lot.
No, but we're in it.
So. We are in it. We're in the thick of it.
Yes, we're doing it. I love that for us.
I do too. All right. Well, we'll see you on the next one. My name is Andre, signing off.
Jackie signing off. We love you.
Love you.